it is possible to reproduce digital content at almost no cost, and therefore people will do it. The question is, what are the consequences of that, and what do you do about it? The story I tell is about China and Brazil, and I've spent much time in those same night markets, and I've seen the CD pressing plants. But now, of course, that was then, and now it's all digital, online, and in MP3s and such. The consequence, and I think Microsoft is probably a good example of this. Microsoft software was heavily pirated in China, and initially their instincts were to say, shut it down. Get our trade reps to put pressure on Beijing to shut this down. We are losing opportunity, and they did do that, and they continued to push, but they didn't push as hard as they might have. And in a rare moment of candor, Bill Gates explained why. He said, "China's developing. If they're going to steal software, we'd rather they steal our software. If pirated software lowers the cost of computing and increases and accelerates the pace by which Chinese adopt computers, and they adopt computers using our software, China will develop faster, they will someday be able to pay for software, and they will be hooked on our stuff. And they will become paid customers," which is in fact what has happened. And it's fascinating to see that what Microsoft did by sort of not being as draconian as they might have been about Chinese piracy is they created yet another market for Microsoft software. And China could have gone a different path, but they influenced China's path. And today, they treat startup companies exactly the same way. They've formalized this process with a package called BizSpark. And what they say is, if you're a startup company, less than 3 years old and less than $1 million in revenue, you can have all of their software for free. Same reason. If you're going to use free software, we'd rather use our free software. If we can lower the cost of computing, you will develop faster. If you develop faster, you'll be able to pay us sooner, and you'll be using our stuff. It's fantastic the way they have sort of externalized the lessons from free and China and piracy into a business model for the 21st century.